Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 13 of this luxury modern condominium. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to finalize our design. Now we're gonna continue working on this, and what I want to do is to create the sheets so that we could print it as a PDF or print it physically. So right now we created our 3D view earlier, and then now what we need to do is go to our sheets. If you scroll down, we have sheets right here. If you select that, right click, and then you can see new sheet right here. Select that, and we already have A0 metric that is already added in our title block. If you need a different size, so what you need to do is go to load and then scroll down, and then we have the folder here called title blocks. Double click on that, and as you can see, we have different variation of sheet, and then if you choose one, it is a different sheet size. For now, because A0 is already loaded, that's the default, I'm just gonna use that. And then here you're gonna select that and then click OK. It will create A101. You can change that if you want to, and then Revit will recognize the change, so you don't need to worry about that, and then it will sequence. So every time you create a sheet, it will recognize the sequencing that you're trying to do. So here, just open this one up. Usually you put the owner's name, so for now it's ACD, Archcore Design, and then the project name is Luxury Modern Condominium. So as of now, it's really big. You can always edit the family, and once you edit that, you can change the how big the label is. So here, if you change it like that, I'm not gonna change it drastically, so maybe 8 is good enough, and then you can load it back. You shouldn't be saving it, because A0 metric, it's going to overwrite the original. So just click no, and then here overwrite existing version. So you still have your existing, all the original, and then you have your own one. And then here you can also set the name. So I'm gonna set this as cover sheet, and then click here on the space. So now I'm gonna create 4 more. Actually, let's see, we have level 1, level 2 is our typical floor plan. This will be the ground level, typical, and then we have the penthouse, which is level 9, so that's 3 already, and then 2 elevations, so we need 5 more. So all in all, we need 6 sheets. So I'm gonna select that, right click again, and then new sheet. Just keep on adding sheets until you have 6 of them, and then one by one we could edit the naming. There are multiple ways of editing the naming of the sheet. Earlier, what we did is we just went to the sheet, and then you can select it right here. So that's the first option. So here I'm going to put first floor, And then here you can also do it. The second option is just selecting right here. So I click it twice, but there is a like a quick stop. And then here you can change the naming here. So typical floor plan. You can even put 2 up to 8 level. So it's really up to you. And then after this, we have the penthouse. And then elevation. So here I'm gonna change it to a different way. Elevation. And then another one is elevation right here. So we have our sheets already. What I want to do is go to our cover sheet again, and then as you remember, we created the 3D view. It's better if you do a rendering of that 3D view. So here I'm gonna select that, and then I'm gonna go to the view, and then we have a rendering right here, rendering tab. If you want, you can render it in the cloud, or you just click render right here. So you can set it up here, and then we have different settings. So we have the draft, which is what you usually do before you do the best or the custom, because this too will take time. Even the high will really take time. So for now, for the sake of this tutorial, let's just do a draft so that it's fast enough, and then you can adjust. I can show you how to adjust exposure and all those stuff. So I'm just going to leave the lighting, so exterior sun and all this screen. So now I'm just going to click render, and usually it just takes quite fast, so probably 10 seconds just to do this, 10 to 20 seconds. So we could just wait here, and then you can see that it's basically done right now. So after that, you can click adjust exposure before you click save the project or to export it. So here I'm going to make it a little bit dark, and then the highlights, shadows, you can increase them, saturation, and then white point, and then click apply, and then you can see the look of the building. You can reset it if you want to, but if you're good, just click OK. And then right now, once you save this, there's a rendering tab that will be created right here. So here I'm going to save it, and then I'm just going to click OK, and then there's a rendering tab now that appeared. You can also export it if you want to, but I think the best way is just save a rendering so that you can still adjust the exposure if you want to. So it's really up to you. So now I'm going to close this and then click on the cover sheet. So once you're right here, what you need to do is just drag and drop it. And as you can see, it's really good right there. Also, we don't need this, the title. So no title, and then we need to increase it. So I'm going to double click on that. So once you double click it, as you can see, it grayed out everything else except for this sheet. So now all you need to do is increase the size, or actually this is not the one, this is just a 3D view. So there's a big difference between a 3D view and then the rendering. So here I'm just going to delete the 3D view. We need actually the rendering to be put here. And then now no title, and then here once we increase it, as you can see, it increased the size of the rendering, not just the view, because if you increase the view on the 3D view, basically it's still small, but you have more space right here that being shown. So that's the difference. That's why it's better to do a rendering here. After that, we need to add our sheet list. So what we need to do is go to our schedule, right click on that, and then here we have new sheet list. After that, what I usually just add is the sheet number. So I'm gonna put it on the right side. So add parameters and then sheet number, add parameters. If you don't need anything, just remove the parameters. So we need this one, only 2, and then you can press OK. What I usually do is add it first on the cover sheet and look at how it looks. I'm gonna add it right here, and as you can see, it's not that pleasing in the eyes. And also here we have, I want the sheet number first before the sheet name. So what we need to do is we need to double click right here and then edit. I want to put the sheet number first, so I'm gonna move the parameter up and then press OK. So now it's done with that. After that, let's edit again. Most of the time the appearance is edited. I'm gonna uncheck this blank row before data. I don't want the blank row on that. Also, the title text is too small, so I'm gonna increase that, so something 8. And then here I'm going to the header around 6, and then I'm gonna do 4 on the body text. And then you can press OK, and then here we could change this to drawing. So drawing list, like that. So after this, let's see here again, and what you need to do is just increase it, increase the sizing and everything, and as you can see, it looks nice. So anytime we do something or we do a change, it will instantly react to the change. So for example, if I delete the elevation right here, as you can see, the drawing list instantly react and deleted that sheet. So I'm just gonna undo that because we need that. And as you can see, so any changes, even the change in the naming and then the sheet number, will instantly change right here. So once you add this, you don't need to worry about anything else. So now once we're here, I'm happy with the way this looks, so we're good with the cover sheet. Let's now go to our first floor, and then we're going to drag and drop level 1. So here I'm gonna drag it to see how it looks. So as you can see, it's too small. I want it to be big, so let's delete that first and then go to level 1. And the way you do that is by decreasing the scale. So I want it to be 1:50 to make it big. So now let's go back right here and then drag it again, and it's just perfect enough for the sheet. You can even put it right over right here if you want to, and then what will happen is you can put all the keynotes or general notes or any notes that you want on this side. So that's something that you can do as well, so you have enough space here. And also, if you know, I already explained that this lines right here, it's not going to be shown. This is only for us, so if you don't want to get confused, you can just uncheck that and click apply. And then if you come back here, this is the way that you're gonna see your drawing. And then what I usually do is I move this one right here and then move the line right there. So the way you do that is you need to press escape and then click the view first, and then you will be able to drag this line right here. So it's a process to determine. So but if you want to drag this one, press escape, select this one first, and then you can drag it there. If you want to drag the whole view, press escape first, select this, and then you will be able to drag all of them all together. So now I'm just gonna put it right there, and what I need to do is here I still want this name to be level 1, but I want the name, the first floor, to be same as right here. So the way you do that is you can select this one, select the view, and then scroll down right here. You'll be able to change the title on the sheet. So here, just put in first floor, select right here on the side, and then click apply. Now it will change the first floor right there, so you don't need to worry about changing all of this naming and to get confused on that. So that's the way you do it. Select this again and then drag this so that it's just right there and it looks clean. If you want, you can also add like a border right here. To do that, you can click on annotation or annotate, click detailed line, and then choose thin line. You'll be able to do a rectangle right there so that you have a proper sizing right there. You can do is you can first CS on that and have, like, for example, 20 on the side there, and then 20 here as well, so that everything is proper and looks professional. So at least you have those gaps right there. You'll be able to just drag it right here to have those line up properly, and then here it's up to you if you want it inside or outside. So it's really the way your company works. Usually every company has their own standards, so the way you do stuff, so that every drawing on the company is similar to each other, even though you guys work on different projects and different departments. So in my workplace, we have different department, and then but we only have one singular standards between AutoCAD and Revit. So here what we do is we put it outside, we line it up right here, and then we have all this one all together, and then we'll be able to put our general notes and keynotes right here, or any necessary legends or additional notes. You can add it on this side. So now let's go to the third, which is the typical floor plan. And what I told you is we're gonna use level 2. So let's go to level 2, knowing that we need it to be 1:50. We already discussed that. Let's change that on that. So here we could clean it up a little bit, especially all this one. And then now let's just drag and drop it. As you can see, we'll be able to drag and drop this. And usually what I do is, because everything is same, what I do is just select this. So click on tab and then Control C, and then I go right here, Control V. And as you can see, you just need to line it up on the dashed line right there, and you will have the same lines. I know it's something that is really fast to do, but sometimes if you're creating multiple views and multiple sheets, that will be time consuming. So especially when you're trying to have the same 20 millimeters distance from the edge of the title block, so that usually takes time as well. So might as well just copy and pasting it, and then you will have the same look. And then here select the view again, and then put this one right here. And before we do forget, we need to change the naming right here. I want it to be, I think we put typical floor plan. So typical floor plan. Press apply, or click it right here first and then click apply. and then grab this one, and you're good to go with that. And everything is good because as you know, if we have 1:100 scale, this one, the text is big, so it's really depending on the scale as well, if you'll be able to be seeing everything. And of course, in some of the companies, you already have those families that will interact instantly on your building or on your drawings. So most of the time, everything you have a singular template that you use all the time, and it comes with all the necessary families and components that the company provides that they want you to use. So now let's go to penthouse, and let's go to level 9. This will be penthouse, and we need to change the scale to 1:50. And then, similar to the typical, we're going to grab the line. So click tab, select all of them, and then Control C, and then go to penthouse, Control V, and just align it to all those dash line, temporary dash line. And then you just need to drag and drop level 9 like so, and then here just drag it outside. You can use your arrow key, your keyboard arrow, so that you can change that. And we need to name this one as well. So now we need to put it as penthouse, and then click right here outside and click apply, and then click on the view again and to drag this line right here, the title line. So now everything is good with this. Let's go to our elevation. We have 2 elevation actually, so we just need to select this one as well so that everything shows, but that's for the latter part. We just need to give some space right here, so maybe we could just clean it up. So I clean up everything. Let's focus on 105 first, and then 106. So here what you need to do is go to the elevation folder, or right here. Usually I test it first if the scaling is good enough. As you can see, the scaling is good enough that we have enough room, but what we need to change is the cropping view or crop region. So we're going to undo this or delete this, go to each elevation, and what you need to do is we need to click right here so that the box up here, make sure this is unfined so that everything is good. And then here you can make it as hidden line, which is it is already, and then you can put shaded, and then you can also put consistent color. So it's really up to you. I'm gonna put it in hidden line, and what I need to do as well is go to graphic display option and go to background. I like the gradient background look. It's so subtle and so nice, so that's usually what I do or add. And then here we're just going to move the crop view so that we could see the look of our building properly, and we don't need those unnecessary views outside. So here we're gonna focus on that. Do it on others. So you just need to do this, display, go to background, choose gradient, and check all of this, and then click on the grab the crop window, and then just clean it up as well. So I'm happy with this. Go to south elevation and do the same thing. So make sure you double click on that. Go to find, hidden line, check all of this, and then go to this graphic display, background and gradient. Click right here, grab it right there. So we're good with this, and then go west elevation, find, display, background, choose gradient, apply, OK, check all of this, and then move the crop view, and then right here as well. And then we just need to drag and drop it on each of those elevation by starting with elevation east and then north. And the good part is that we could align them all together, and like that. You can just leave it like that right for now. And the south elevation as well, you can just select it right there and go to west elevation and then add it as well. And then we're done with the elevation and all our sheet. What we just need to do is click save and then click the print. So click the print, make sure to choose your printer, have a PDF writer, so that's good enough. Make sure you choose combine and then go right here on selected. And sometimes when you click selected, it goes to create separate file, so you just need to put it back on the combine. And then here, go to select, uncheck the view, and then check all of the sheets that we want. You can click save as, and then here we're gonna put full set, and you can do multiple ones that have each or none of one. So for example, here you can put save as, maybe you have change order or addendum, or if you have permit set that are different or those kind of stuff, you can set it already so that it's easy for you to print and you already know. So for example, ECN number 1, so you can set that one up. So here I'm going to change it back to full set because I want all the sheets to appear, and then press OK. So now everything is set, combine, and then here it's really up to you the way you set up your sheet, the way the sizing work, but for now I'm just gonna leave it like that. You just want to make sure that you have it on center, fit the page, or zoom 100, or vector right here, high, and then if you want it colored or not, or if you want it black or grayscale. So it's really up to you. So now I'm just gonna press OK and then OK as well, and leave it to print. And then once it's printed, I'm gonna show you how it looks, and just to double check the way that we set up our project. So here I'm just gonna choose desktop and then save it right there, and then let's open up right here. So I'm gonna open the one that we created. So we have here our cover image, we have the drawing list, and then we have our first floor with the lobby and vestibule right there, and then we have our penthouse. We have our typical floor plans actually first, and then we have our penthouse, and then here we have our elevations, and then 2 of them. So we're gonna stop here for now and continue in the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.